The usual sea of red here in this spectacular venue has been turned white as we are high above snowy GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in KC. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway on a Monday night. Taken at the goal line. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. These two teams, they met in L.A. earlier in the year with the Chargers coming out victorious. So if they can win again here in KC, they would pull off the season sweep. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Beckham now. It's a jet sweep. Looking for an opening. Not much there. He'll get it to the 39. L'Jarius Sneed up to make the play defensively. And defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. Being chased out left. Room to run past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get it. Romeo Okwara. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This will be fielded at the 17. A 40-yard punt, given 3 on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From the 22, Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. With the snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. These two teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now a handoff as they run left side. And some room to work. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. 65 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year 1. And this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So no gain on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. Edwards-Helaire will take this one in. It's a Chiefs touchdown. Able to punch it in on 3rd down. Makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense. Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. Well, you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
3rd and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. Justin Herbert looking to pass. This goes out wide for Mixon. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st, as he can only get this to the 30. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Mahomes now to throw. He is going to find Hill here. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it and picked up by the Chargers. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
You know I love football. You know I love the game.
I hope so.
But nighttime in December, you know I'm wearing multiple coats.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And now here's a carry heading left. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. The Charger drive about to get going. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had
thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return will stop right around the 25. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
87 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. This time the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, 1-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big gain that time for the Chargers. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw complete there to Beckham. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got 9. That leaves them with second and a yard. Now it's Herbert. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So Herbert off, and on is Tristan Vizcaino for the Charger field goal. And this one is right through. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
You'd have to imagine, given the snowy condition, lots to talk about at halftime for these two coaching staffs. Plenty of decisions to be made for this second half for sure. And for the call, we hand it back over to Brandon Gaudin.
Indeed, Coach. Thanks very much. And that snow you alluded to showing no signs of stopping, at least in the foreseeable future. Not too many breaks ahead, according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 115 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Mahomes going to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one. And even 40 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
The Chargers 8-yard line.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point through the Snowflakes, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Backed up where they were on this side of the field, that was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a 1st down in that situation?
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A handoff to Mixon. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. Flushed out right. And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 15 at the 20-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
The Chiefs on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Tackle made there by Frank Clark. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Herbert now. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
In this situation, the dictation is coming from the defense, right? They're going to tell you, you can have 6, 7 yards, do that all the way downfield. Let's just go ahead and take the time off the clock. I think they've got to start attacking vertically a lot more.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 9 yards on the scramble there, but it does leave him still a few inches shy with 3rd down looming. Here's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. They sure went against conventional wisdom, calling a pass on 3rd and inches.
Had to be thinking to themselves, the defense is going to overcommit against the run. Should be an easy pitch and catch. Didn't turn out that way.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They run for it with Mixon. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Joe Mixon. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down, here's Mixon. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Herbert to throw. To Mixon on the check down. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Throwing, Herbert. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And now look at him go. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. It is fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Connecting with Mixon. Mixon with a first down and more. And he'll get this up past the 45. It's a first down, but the tackle comes in bounds. Herbert. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to get the football back at their own 17.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out.